Hello everybody. Again, before this video starts, I would like to say we are on the road to 500. Right now we're just a little over 460. So if you found this channel on this video, please consider liking and subscribing, it helps out a ton. But with that said, get right into it. Generation 2 had some really solid designs, and honestly the shinies fit most of them. However, Gen 2 suffered from the same problem Gen 1 had, which was too many just either unnoticeable shinies or gross looking shinies. So today I'm going to be fixing some of those for you guys. Starting off the list, we have Crobat. He turns this really weird pink color with green wings, and honestly it's just not a good looking shiny, especially compared to the rest of its line. But for my first shiny, I decided to make it a very neon green with kind of pinkish accents on the wings, changing its eyes red and blue. This one fits more in line with its previous shinies, and honestly is a shiny that I could have seen actually being made. For my second shiny, I decided to make it a deep purple while changing its wings green and making its eyes blue and yellow. This color combination fits extremely well on Crobat, and honestly is the shiny that I wish we got. For my last shiny, I decided to give it Zubat's colors, making it a deep navy blue while giving it purple wings and green and red eyes. This is honestly an amazing shiny, and one that Game Freak should have actually considered. If they could retcon Charizard, I feel like they can retcon Crobat too. And here are my shiny Crobat together. Next up on the list, we have Sudowoodo. His shiny turns into like this weird yellow-green color with red accents. Honestly, something that Gen 1 and 2 really suffered with. But for my first shiny, I made him darker brown with yellow accents and green on his belly. I feel like while this isn't a stretch, it still fits the design and is honestly noticeable enough for it to be worth hunting. For my next shiny, I decided to make it kind of like a redwood color, while giving it yellow and teal accents. This really helps to make the Pokemon stand out, and is honestly such a drastic change, but I could honestly see it working. For my last shiny, I made him gray with red and brown accents, making him kind of like a birch tree. I feel like I knocked this one out of the park, and honestly, this is my favorite shiny Sudowoodo. And here are my shiny Sudowoodo together. Next shiny we're going to be looking at is Mischievous. Its shiny really turns into like this weird gross puke green color with yellow accents, and it honestly just doesn't fit this Pokemon's design at all. So my first design, I made it a teal blue color with pinkish purple accents, while changing its eyes green and pink. I feel like this stands out extremely well, and honestly makes the ghost type seem more prominent. The second shiny design I made, making the body more dark while giving it orange accents, and changing its eyes light blue and green. This color combination is amazing, and honestly is the shiny that this whole line should have gotten. For my last shiny, I went all out, making it a bright purple with light blue accents, while changing its eyes red and yellow. While going into making the design for this one, I really just wanted it to stand out and be very noticeable. And here are my shiny Mischievous together. The fourth Pokemon on this list is Ursaring. Its shiny turns into like this neon green color, and that's kind of all that really changes on it. So for my first shiny, I decided to give it more of Teddy Ursa's colors, making that green a little more mute, while making the yellow stand out just a tad more. This really fits with Teddy Ursa, but honestly, I don't think it works so well with Ursaring. The second shiny, I kind of inverted its colors, making its body yellow and changing the yellow on it brown. I feel like this gives him more of like a Pooh Bear aesthetic, and honestly, it does work with the design. And lastly, I decided to give it Ursaluna's colors, making it red and gray. This is honestly such an amazing shiny, and I really wish that that's what this line stuck to. And here are my shiny Ursaring together. Last, but certainly not least, we have Skarmory. He kind of gets like a green tint to him, and the red on him changes to green. It's honestly not the worst shiny, but I feel like it could be better. But for my first shiny, I decided to make him gold. I feel like this fits extremely well, especially since he's metal, and Gen 1 and 2 did like to make Pokemon's shinies a little more on the yellow side. Next up, I made him silver and blue. These colors honestly fit really well with Skarmory, and it's kind of surprising that's not what we got. And lastly, I made him gray with even brighter red accents. While this isn't too much of a change, it fits really well with the design, and honestly is just such an amazing shiny in my opinion. And here are my shiny Skarmory together. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far in the video, please leave a comment which shiny you liked or what shiny you would make, and don't forget to consider liking and subscribing. But with that said, this is Let's Go 115 signing out. Peace.